you pay your dues, and and then you take the, you move up the chain.
Sure.
Yeah, because I mean, back then I was 19.
Right.
Right. I'm 60 now.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
I mean, that's
big space.
I mean, that's where did the time go?
Right. Right.
So
there's a lot of time in between.
There's a lot of time. It just kind of scoots by.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. All right. I just have a couple more questions.
Okay.
And looking at your wartime experience in Vietnam, how did that affect your life, do you think?
That's a good question. That was, when you look at it on the face, I mean, life is real precious. And in the blink of an eye, it's over.
Right.
Sometimes there's a bullet on with your name on it. Just literally. And if it doesn't happen, then you must have another cause or a reason, to move forward.
Right.
However, it doesn't minimize, the families that lose people, lose their loved ones, which is tragic.
Right.
I tell you, one of the things that my family went through is we, went to to our ministers, and before I left, they all prayed for me and said I'd come back.
Right.
Same way you left. And at that point you didn't understand it.
Right.
But it's if you can avoid war, it's a good thing.
Sure.
I mean, every effort should be made to avoid it.
Right.
Because kids at 19, 20, 18, they're just gone, and then the family is suffering because of that. So it's a tough deal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real tough.
Right.
Not to be taken lightly.
No, I agree 100%. Okay. Just one other question. Were there any life lessons learned from your military service?
I would say that yes, there were. The more experienced soldiers who have been there before in battle or in time and grade will basically give you a kind of a roadmap, the do's and don'ts. And so that it's a nurturing process. I think without it, for instance, when I first came in country, they said, "Why don't you just kind of blend in rather than standing out?" You just have to keep up with the pack, don't lag. I mean, those are kind of life lessons.
Sure. Yeah.
And you complete the assignment because there's a lot, riding on it, and you do the best you can. And you graduate with honors. You don't want to go back with a dishonorable discharge.
Sure.
That doesn't make sense. And another thing that was overwhelming is I was in Long Bend, and in Long Bend they had LBJ. I don't know if you know about Long Bend jail.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an incarceration station in Long Bend.
Oh.
And you have these guys in a conflict in jail for Article 15s or whatever they did. And he said, what kind of life is that? You're going to get discharged dishonorably. It's on your record. Doesn't make sense.
No.
So you got to be a straight arrow out here. I mean, those are some of the life lessons. And most of the time it works. And then you have to figure out how you give back and help somebody.
Sure.
And that was one of the things that propelled me into the political thing. How can I make a difference? How can I, help the community, help people? Because clearly, a lot of people have no idea on how to solve problems, their own problems, or get answers, or how to navigate through the